Chelsea, we're here after tonight's pre-season friendly at home to Selby. A 3-1 victory. Gives you thoughts on the game overall?
A really good first half. I think you can see, what we're trying to implement and what we're trying to do. We want to have a little bit more control in games rather than making games end to end. And you can see people getting on the ball and moving it through the thirds as opposed to going a little bit that more direct. And I thought it was a really good performance in the first half. I thought the second half probably is obviously the after effects of the schedule that we've put on. 3 games in 5 days. We played Thursday, Saturday, Tuesday. We had a plan for everyone's game time, and unfortunately due to some players picking up knocks and one thing and another, a lot of players have had to play a lot more game time than what were the plans so early in pre-season. But just said to them in there, it's in the bank, the game time's in there, no one can take it away from them now. So we've got through it. 3 games in 5 days, 3 wins in that time in a really tough schedule, and a lot of character shown in terms of digging in and doing the right things when we've been under a little bit of pressure, and a lot of quality shown going forward, which will obviously bode well as we go into the season.
That first half, there were a lot of positives to take from it. Obviously going forward, created many chances and a couple of well taken goals, but also at the back we didn't really look like conceding any chances. How pleasing was that for you?
Yeah, like I say, it's what we want to do. We want to make sure when we do go forward, I think you can see the players that we have got in them areas will score goals, and it's important when we do that. We've got a structure behind the ball that will nullify teams when they try and hit us on the counter, and we make sure we've got the people in position to sort of shut that down at source. So we will score goals, and it is pleasing to see us have that sort of side to us behind the ball and making sure we do the right things. As I conceded 1 or 2 sloppy goals throughout this 2 or 3 games, and it's important we iron them out. But we're only 3 games in, we're only 2.5 weeks into a 7-week pre-season, so there's certainly no panic button from our side, and we'll just make sure that when things move forward and obviously we advance a little bit more into pre-season, we put focus on making sure we've got the structure right behind the ball.
Last night we announced the signing of Jack Boyle. Give us your thoughts on that signing and again how that business has been over the summer.
Yeah, he's a player that we sort of targeted early. We spoke to him early doors, and obviously he had a contract situation at Brighouse, and obviously we weren't aware of that at that time. And obviously between the 2 clubs there's been talks, and obviously between the player, and we've managed to get Jack in. As a player that's caused us numerous problems over the seasons that he's played against us, and always stood out as someone that can be a match winner at any given moment. He's a technically gifted player, strikes the ball with both feet. I think if you look at him tonight, you can probably see the flashes, although he hadn't really had much game time or much training. He came into pre-season 2 weeks after everyone else, and obviously we're trying to get him up to speed as quick as we possibly can. Hence the reason we left him out there tonight, despite him probably flagging it towards the end. So we know what we've got. We've got a real gifted player who will only improve us going forward and improves the group immensely. So we're looking forward to working with him, and we hope we can get the best out of him and help him shine.
Brilliant. Cheers.